I may or may not have to take these off or put it back on because the sun is very, very bright. But thank you for being here. Do you want to know how to grow your email list, but you don't know where to start? Do terms like email marketing, email nurture sequence, and how to create email funnels confuse the hell out of you? If this is you, you're in the right place because I'm going to help you out and make it really simple for you. In today's episode, I'm going to break down why creating an email sequence is an important part of your workflow and business building strategy that you don't want to skip. So if you want to know more about how to create a simple email welcome sequence to enhance your email marketing strategy and grow your business, stay tuned. Everyone, and welcome to the best place for entrepreneurs, corporate professionals who want help supervising and leading teams for business success. If we've not met, I'm Jaboria Scott, a leadership coach and management consultant, and this episode is tied to my entrepreneur series where I review email marketing tips for entrepreneurs. It's a bit of a departure from my normal kind of content. However, because I'm a leadership coach and also an entrepreneur, I'm committed to sharing the things that I wish I knew when I first started out, whether that includes tips for how to become a better manager, or if it's an episode like this one that's devoted to the more technical side of business. I'm here for it, and I hope you are too. Today, I'm talking about using email marketing as a way to increase your customer base and create your virtual community of people who know and love what you do. And if you stick around until the end of this episode, there's a bonus in it for you. I'll give you access to my free email welcome sequence template. Like I said, I'm removing all of the guesswork and providing the info to you with examples. So you're welcome in advance, and stick around until the end so you'll know how and where to access it. This episode is all about creating a sustainable email marketing system that works for you. Let's talk about what email marketing is and why having at least one email welcome sequence can be beneficial to your business growth. While it's not the only way to do it, I'd say that email marketing is the #1 way to attract new customers and market your product or service to potential consumers in this modern age. Think about it. Just about everyone in the world is online, and believe it or not, that's exactly where your ideal customer is. The internet has opened us up to a global community. With nearly 8 billion people on the planet, just imagine if you could attract just a small, minute fraction of that number into your business. It's all about helping your new customer learn more about you and your brand, to join your community, and to eventually buy from you. This is what we call nurturing your audience, and you would have the opportunity to nurture that audience if you could contact them. That's all because you've captured their attention through your email welcome sequence, and that's the goal of email marketing. How the email welcome sequence works is you offer a cold audience something for free, like a digital product in the form of a brochure or a checklist or a resource guide or a workbook, or something that offers value to them that they would be interested in. After they opt in to receive that freebie, you'll send them a series of 4 to 6 emails to their email inbox. This email sequence allows you to welcome potential customers to your online community where they'll get to know you and what your business and brand are all about. It also allows you to keep in touch with your prospective customers and update them on things, or you can introduce them to new products and services that you're selling. Now that we know what an email sequence is, let's go through what each email message should include and when you should send them. The first email in your email welcome sequence is the opt-in email. This email should be sent immediately on the same day that each person signs up for your freebie. In this first email, you deliver on your promise. Start by thanking your reader for opting in to receive your freebie and tell them how to access that freebie you promised. Be sure to keep this email very brief and remind them to expect more from you in the coming week. Remind them that you will continue to show up in their inbox, so they should mark your emails as safe so that you don't end up in their spam folder. The second email in your welcome sequence is the introductory email. This email is sent the very next day, and you can think of it as your onboarding email. This is the welcome email where you want to say thank you again to your reader and introduce yourself. Start by reminding them who you are and that they received a freebie from you the day before. This email is very important because this is their first introduction to you, your brand, and your business. This is where they will either choose to stay subscribed to your newsletter because they love your brand and what you're about, or they'll unsubscribe and send you to junk mail. This is where you showcase your personality and let them know a little bit about how you ended up sharing your passion about your product or service with the world. You can share your personal experience of where or how you started, what happened, and what led you to where you are today. Be sure to introduce how excited you are about helping your readers solve the same kind of pain point through your work. The takeaway from this particular email in the welcome sequence is that to your reader, you're still a stranger. So the goal is to capture their attention and make a good first impression from the start. As you close out this email, you want to tease the next email so that they look forward to future emails from you. Give them a little clue as to what's coming next. Be sure to click the like button if you know the value of making a good first impression. Next, at this point in your welcome series, it's where you make a decision. You can choose to split the content over 2 days, a day 3 and 4, or you can provide this content in a single email. It really doesn't matter. I've seen it done many ways and the choice is absolutely yours. The next message in this email sequence is all about branding and credibility. Here's where your message or your messages should establish credibility and solidify your brand message for your reader. Why should your audience listen to you? What are your values? And what do your current customers say about you and the work that you do? And how can you say all of this in a creative, simple way? This is the email about quickly building and establishing that connection. This is where you strategically deliver content and add value. Bring readers along behind the scenes a little and talk about some of the clients that you helped get results for or solve a pain point for. And if you haven't done that yet, that's okay. Share the most popular pieces of your social media content that gets good engagement, and this could be a blog post, your Instagram, or you could share a link to your YouTube channel or your podcast. Whatever it is that establishes you as something who has something to offer in that space. Next, you'll want to skip a day so that their inbox isn't overloaded and you can both take a breather. Type skip a day in the comments as a reminder to leave some breathing room so that your reader doesn't get overwhelmed and unsubscribe. In the final email of your welcome sequence, it's important to round out the sequence with the final offer. Here's where you can continue to add value with an industry insider tip or some insider knowledge or a quote that they may not be aware of. Or you could also list the number one question that you get asked from your customers and share your solution. Respond simply in a Q&A style. You can also use previous content that addresses the pain point and just provide a link to it. You'll want to tie this info to a final offer, which can come in 2 different forms. In option number 1, you may choose to offer another freebie like a workbook or a digital download that solves the pain point. And other entrepreneurs choose to soft sell a product or a service that also addresses the customer's pain point and solves a problem. The choice is absolutely yours. It will depend upon how you choose to nurture your audience. End the email by asking your readers a question about how you can help them and tell them how to connect with you on social media. The takeaway is to infuse your email welcome sequence with your unique personality and style, with the goal of building a connection with your audience. And that's exactly who you should imagine you're talking to when you write your copy. Just one single person who you want to get to know you, or your business, or your brand. Now, because you watched this episode until the end, I'm sharing my email nurture sequence with you to help you build your email list and remove all the guesswork for you. The structure in the sequence may vary slightly, but it has all of the relevant content for you to create an awesome welcome sequence of your own. It's linked in the description box for you to use as a blueprint. Use it as a guide and modify it and remake it according to your personal style. It's free, so be sure to check it out. The link is in the description box or show notes. If you've enjoyed this episode and you want to learn more about email marketing, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell, because in my companion episode, I talk about how to create an email nurture sequence so that you can convert your customers into raving fans. As always, have a great week. be kind to yourself, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.